So it's really important for you to make sure that the bed is enough for you and your partner. Welcome to How to Expat. My name is Tacha.
My name is Sam. Today we're on a new trip and we want to show you kind of spontaneously some tips and tricks and kind of hacks in an Airbnb you can do here if you're traveling through Latin America, because things here are a little bit different than back home. So let's start with kind of the first issue we have in Latin America. So you can see here, we are used to, if we stay in a home or anything like that, that everything can be closed. But here in Latin America, it's a little bit different. So usually things are just plain open. So the outside noise easily gets in, and that's one of the first issues. If you're want to sleep, then that can be disturbing or make the night more uncomfortable. And then a little travel hack there is just to have earplugs. So that helps a lot already. And that's what we do when we go on trips, just to have earplugs, because you never know when it's going to be too noisy. And then the second thing is you can see here, so we have a big window. And there are no curtains here. So if you would plan somebody to be on the couch, lay on the couch like Tacha here, and want to have a night's sleep, then you're gonna be awake at around 6 a.m. when the sun goes up. So and the same thing in the bedroom. Let me just show you. So here, at least we have curtains, but it's gonna wake you up. So good. So good travel hack is there just to have kind of an eye cover. I know it looks stupid, but it's a really good tip, and it helped us a lot to get a good night of sleep for the next day then, so we could be active and all awake, and we didn't need kind of 2 or 3 cups of coffee to accomplish that, because we had a good night's sleep. Then another thing, if you're in Latin America in a new place, you never know if you want to drink the tap water, and usually if it's just there for maybe less than a week, we usually don't get too risky. So that's what we're gonna do. We just buy a lot of bottled water, and I would always recommend to do that if you're in a new place and you don't know if you can drink the tap water. Then the next thing is the bathroom. So the bathroom, as you can see here, it's pretty tiny. That's a typical Latin American thing. Also the bedrooms, so you see here, the beds also are pretty tiny, so that's just another thing you have to know with an Airbnb here in Latin America. And now Tasha is gonna show you what you have to be careful of, or what you have to think about if you book an Airbnb.
So as Sam mentioned, I'm gonna give you some other tips that you need to know when you're booking an Airbnb. So I don't know if you know that, but washer and dryer is not really a thing here. Washer, yes, dryer, no. So you usually have a washer, and the dryer looks like that. So you usually air drying here in Colombia, also because the weather is really great, so you don't really need a dryer, but just that you know that. So if you really need a dryer, you have to watch out for that when you're booking an Airbnb. And the other thing is that Colombians sleep in pretty small beds. For example, this one. I fit in that just myself, but never with Sam together. So it's really important for you to make sure that the bed is enough for you and your partner. When you're by yourself or when you're super tall or something, you really make sure that the bed is big enough for you. And another thing is that here in this Airbnb, for example, we don't have Wi-Fi. And it's okay for us, we have a local SIM card and everything, but when you're traveling or you don't have a local SIM card yet, you really want to make sure to have internet. So this is another tip that you want to watch out for when you're booking an Airbnb. And last but not least is, depending on the city you're in, depending on the city you want to book an Airbnb, you have to watch out for hot water. So in Medellin, we never had that issue because you kind of always have hot water, But here, for example, in Santa Fe de Antioquia, we don't have it, or in Cartagena or Santa Marta. But to be honest, you don't really need it because it's hot there. But anyway, if you're a hot, like a person that likes and loves to shower hot, even though it's hot outside too, so you want to make sure to look out for that too. So that was already it for today's video. I hope the tips were helpful, and yeah, so I'll see you in the next video.